All right, guys, what's up? Coach Vassar, OTF Audio Daily Beats. This is the final 12 days of fitness workout. Thank you for those who have been listening in as I ramble about these workouts. Appreciate you as always. Last one of the challenge. We're gonna have the most buzz on social media. Endurance day on the treads, the rowers, power on the weight floor. This was done on April 1st, April Fool's Day. I remember coaching this one and it was a lot of fun. On paper, it was quite a bit to kind of wrap my head around. But once doing it in practicum, it made sense, and I did some things a little bit different, which made it easier for me. So hopefully how I kind of explain it works well for you, and get you guys going. So, as always with these videos, I'll give you the key concepts, talk about the treads, talk about the rowers, weight floor, 3G, get you on out of here. Once again, this was done on April 1st. It was the mystery rep, mystery exercise, mystery incline, depending on which class you took. So for the key concepts, this is a fun 23.5-minute tread block where you start behind your tread with a squat jack, then you get on, then you power walk, jog, or run for distance. You will keep alternating between squat jacks and the tread to see how much distance you could cover. Aim to match or beat your distance each round. How many squat jacks you get each time? It's a mystery. For the rower, it's 5 rounds on the floor. Rounds 2, 3, 4, and 5 all start with a 250-meter push row. So there's only 4 row attempts. For the floor, we have a circuit with a new mystery exercise every round. As a heads up, that mystery exercise will replace the previous one. So there's always gonna be 4 movements. The first one will change every round. The next 3 are always the same. All right, so when we look at the treads, 23.5 minutes, their first round, second, third rounds are all 6 minutes each. Their last round, that's the shortest round. And that one is 5.5 minutes. So for round 1, they're gonna start with their squat jacks off the treadmill. Then they'll get on the treadmill, clear out their OT Connect, tread for distance for the time remaining. Every round will start like that. At the 6-minute mark, shut down the treads, check their distance, do 10 squat jacks, hop back on, and now they try to match or beat their distance. And then next round, and then the next round. Now, with this being a mystery rep count, they do have a tread card, and it will say squat jack X question mark. So it's a mystery rep. They don't know, but they do know they start with the squat jack. When it comes to the setup for this, since they have to get off the treadmill to begin with anyways, once you get the weight floor set up and they could start moving through their first circuit, treads, shut it down, turn around, eyes on me. We're gonna start with your squat jack, start with feet together, hop out, back in, option is step out like that. You guys come off your treads for safety reasons. For your first round, you are going to do 20 reps. After that, get on your treadmill and tread for distance. Here we go, team. 3, 2, 1, start your clock. They start their 20 reps. Round 2 is 10 reps. Round 3 is 15. Round 4 is 5 reps. And that's it. It's one of those where, because the reps kind of change throughout, some people will be able to match, some people will not, and that's going to be okay. When I coached it, I probably did something a little off script, and I actually randomized the squat jack numbers for the 2 groups. So the first group, like, I did it how it was, so 20, 10, 15, 5. But then the second group, I did different numbers. I mean, I still did the same 4 numbers, I just did them in a different order. But I always made sure 5 was the last one, since that's the shortest round. So the other group, I had them maybe do 15, 20, 10, then 5. Just so that way, if you had a member who was listening up and they're like, oh, they're gonna do 20 first, and then throw them for a loop. It's a mystery after all. It's April Fool's, so kind of embrace that. Members love that when I did it to them. Of course, know your members, know the vibe. If they need that structure and they know that, well, the other group did this, that's what I'm gonna do, and that's what they need, go for it, okay? When it comes to the tread for distances, most people will get about 4.5 to 5 minutes of tread time. So this is going to be a conservative base push, maybe a regular push, maybe they do like a build, alternate, hit, hold, whatever works for them. But just make sure that they check their distance when you tell them to shut it down, and then do their next rep. Now, this best setup for this is to use a run-in clock. So once you hit your stopwatch, you do not reset it at any point. Otherwise, it's gonna be very easy to lose track of where you are. What's gonna happen is once you start the treads, you then have 3 official minutes before the weight floor will then stop. And then the weight floor moves into the next block, or next round, excuse me. All right, so let's talk about the weight floor and the rowers. So the way this works, they also have 23.5 minutes. They start on the weight floor. The 3 movements that are consistent will be a strap squat to low row, reverse lunge to upright row, and then a bridge hold with tricep extensions. The first movement of the circuit is the mystery exercise, and every round has a different one. So in round 1, full burpees. So if they were here on Wednesday, they had full burpees on the Bosu. Well, they have more burpees now. They only have 3 minutes though, so they'll get through the burpees. They might do the strap low row. They might get through that reverse lunge to upright row, and that might be it. Wherever they end, that's where they're gonna pick up when they come back to the floor. So at the 3-minute mark, have them stop what they're doing. They go to the rower. They're gonna do a 250-meter row. When they come back, they pick up where they left off, but they'll notice that they have a different mystery exercise. So when they finish the bridge hold to tricep extension, they do the mystery exercise that's for this round rather than the burpees. This one's gonna be a bear plank switch, alternate and low row. For round 3, they're gonna have high plank jack to plank pop. And then round 4 is the full V-up. Round 5, then they really mix it up on everyone. Round 5, they'll hit that push row. When they come back, they're only doing the mystery movements now. So they'll do the burpee, switch low row, plank jack, plank pop, and the full V-up. Extra spicy. And then their finisher for the final 30, they pick their favorite mystery exercise to rep out for the final 30 seconds. Once again, you're gonna feel like a chicken with your head cut off as you're running back and forth, coaching and cueing. So it's gonna be very easy to lose track of your rounds and who you're timing and letting know when to go and when if you are constantly resetting your stopwatch. The great thing about the template, it is listed out when each round starts for each group. So when you look at it, rowers and weight floor, they both start at 0:00. Weight floor, when they get to the 3-minute mark, that's when they start round 2. So that's when you have to coach them. Treadmills, their round 2 starts at 6 minutes. So when you get to the 6-minute mark, that's when they need to be cued. 9, 12, 15, 18. And then round 5 is at that 21-minute mark. So they have 90 seconds to do that last bonus round on the weight floor. If you're able to take this class, take it, because I remember having a lot of fun coaching it and having fun taking this class, just because it's very different and very unique. Now, when we look at the 3G, we're gonna see 14.5-minute block all across the board. The treadmills, it's a mystery incline. So the way this is gonna work, they'll start with a cleared out OT Connect. They'll complete the distance at a random incline. Then they'll clear out their screen and then tread for distance for the remainder of the round. So these rounds will be 4 minutes each for the first 3. The last round is 2.5 minutes. Every incline effort is a 0.1 mile push. Power walkers are 0.05, 7% or greater. 0.05 on that distance. Their incline also matches the joggers, runners. So round 1, they have a 7% incline. Round 2 is 5%. Round 3 is 8%. Round 4 is 6%. If you wanted to mix up the inclines like what I did with the squat jacks, you could really give them that, throw them for the loop thing. No matter what though, that 0.1 push at an incline will take a majority of people somewhere between 45 seconds to maybe even 90 seconds or more. Once they are done, whatever time is left of that round, they tread for distance, and they're gonna try to match that on each round. So they got that 0.1 push. Once they hit it, clear it out. They could go back to flat road, get as far as they can. And then at the 4-minute mark on your stopwatch, that's when you are timing them for the next round to go up. Rowers and weight floor have the same round times designation. So when you start a new round, everyone is starting a new round. And that's how the treads work. They do finish, of course, with a 30-second all out at the very end, flat road. Rowers, this is a 2,000 meter row countdown challenge. This is almost like the mindset of the treads in the 2G, where they start with an exercise, then they get on their machine and start moving. So what I would actually have you do is, get them to rack their handles, go to stored programs, put the 2,000 meter countdown on, get them off the rower. And then they're gonna complete 6 reps of a lunge jack, a 1-2-3 knee drive combo for 12 reps. Most people, that'll take about 1 minute to 2 minutes to complete, which will then give them, anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes to then row and chip away at that 2,000 meter row. Knowing that they could have 2 to 3 minutes, we'll see people complete about 400 to 800 meters per section. Every round is set up the exact same way. So once they get that stored program set up, they never touch their rower screen again. They'll always do 6 lunge jacks on each side. They'll always do the 1-2-3 knee drive combo, and then they continue to row and chip away. When they get to round 4, this is where if someone finishes their 2,000 meter row, they have the choice. So at round 3, if they finish their row, they will then do a special bonus on the next round. If they didn't finish, then of course they're going to finish their distance once they do their exercise. For the bonus, they will either repeat exercises or they will row for distance until you call time for the 30-second all out. Now on the weight floor, this is going to be set up just like the 2G, but there is not the round 5 with the all 4 mystery exercises. So round 1, it's 4 minutes. They have the burpee, squat, low row, reverse lunge, upright row, bridge hold, tricep extension. They'll do that. Remember what exercise they completed at around the 4-minute mark. Swipe, new movement. That switches out the burpees. Most people will probably be, either finishing up the reverse lunge or the bridge hold tricep extension when they get to that round. So by the time they finish the bridge hold and they come back to the top of the circuit, they're not doing burpees. They're probably going to be going into the bear plank switch row. And same thing as before. They'll have high plank jack to plank pops, and then of course the full V up in round number 4 for the last 2.5 minutes. Now the finisher is their favorite mystery exercise. So any of those 4 for the final 30. There you go. That closes out the 12 days of fitness. And as always, any feedback, let me know. If you found value in this, great, show your support. If not, tell me why. Let me know how I can be better for you. You guys have a good one, and coach it down.